Hey you guys, this is Jolie with One's Love Path. I know it's been a minute since I uploaded stuff, but soon I'll be back into it. I am actually going to have lunch right now with Andrena, so please join me. Love you guys. Like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you shortly. Hi Andrena.
Hi.
I mean, you can look at me, you can look at the camera, it doesn't matter.
Oh, no, I'll look at you. That makes more sense.
So all I ask is if you be real, uncut, raw, and just be your authentic self.
I never have a problem with that, so
right.
let's
There's
do
no
this.
there's no reason for that disclosure, right?
No, there's no need to be fake. We don't do fake.
Andrena, how long have we known each other?
Oh my God, since 2010?
No.
10? No.
11.
At like 8 or 9, actually.
Was it?
Yeah, because
wow.
Kevon was like 9.
Okay.
Because Venna and Anthony were little. Anthony was real little.
He was so little.
He was so tiny.
Okay, so
because we're working at Chase, so yeah, it's been a while.
Why don't we start there? Go ahead and maybe just do a background of our friendship, and then we can get into how you saw me and my belief system at the time.
Cool. Let's do this. Okay, so little Miss Thing over here, she just popped right in, but we knew that we found out later that she was working for the company. We were like, oh, got a little plug, okay, whatever. Then we found out she didn't. So she busts in there, and we've already gone through this whole icebreaker. I hate those things at jobs, by the way. You should stop doing them if you are the trainer there. They make no sense. You're either gonna like the people you work with, or you're not gonna like them. So we'd already done our icebreaker, and so she had to stand up in front of everybody and do her own, and the only seat that was available was all the way in the back of the room, but like center to the trainer, teacher, whatever you want to call them, right? So she sat next to this person who will remain anonymous. Let's just say she turned out to be the most annoying person on the planet, but Miss Jolie loved everybody.
Yes.
Including this annoying person. So we were forced to have lunch with her every day once her and I became friends. But anyway, moving back, so I'm getting ahead of myself. She pops in there. Hi, my name is Jolie. I still can't say her last name. We've been friends all these years.
Okay.
So, I'm not going to say it for YouTube, but anyway, I still can't say it. It's all right, though. And she was just like, I worked for Chase for X amount of years. I was this, I did da-da-da-da. I have 2 beautiful babies and blah, blah, blah. And I could just tell from her spirit, she was nuts.
It's a good nuts, though. It's your kind of it's your kind of nuts.
I learned later on that it was my kind of nuts, right?
Funny. It's your kind of crazy.
I learned that later. But at the time I was like, oh my God, this girl's got more energy than a basketball team, and this is crazy. Okay, I was like, what's going on? It's like the Energizer Bunny. Just if the Energizer Bunny was a person, bam, that's
yes.
My girl. Okay,
yep, that's me.
So fast forward, some time went on, and we were sitting in the lunchroom. And I mean, when I say the lunchroom, I mean we were literally sitting in a lunchroom. It wasn't like a cafe or cafeteria. It wasn't like a break room, casual break room. Like, it was a deluxe lunchroom. Okay,
yes.
We had prime food being cooked for us. It was great.
Spoiled.
So very much so. So we were sitting there, and she was kind of sitting by herself. And it's like, what? There's like 5 or 6 of us at this table, and she's just sitting over there by herself. So we just look over like, you want to come sit with us? She was like, yes, sure.
Even though I don't mind sitting by myself, because it gives you alone time.
Yeah, but when you're new to a job, in a situation where everybody's new and you don't know anybody at all, sitting alone sucks.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable. It makes it weird because you're like, if I was at my last job, I would have my friends to talk to. Yeah, I know, but like in the beginning, it's awkward. Like after you start working with these people for a little time, working the job, sometimes you do need that by yourself.
And I love that. I love my by myself lunch breaks.
Right. But this day, we weren't having that. We were not having that at all.
No.
And I'd already determined that she was going to be my friend. She didn't know it though.
And Andrena's very picky on who's her friends.
Yes. I don't call, like, you don't get called a friend. Once you get a nickname, you know you're my friend.
Yeah.
If you don't get a nickname, we acquaintances. Sorry, guys. Don't be upset. It just is what it is. So I knew then that I wanted her to be my friend. Like, I knew it. I just didn't like the person she was friends with at the time. Like, I despised this woman. She was everything I hated at that time in my life. I'm in a different space now, but at that time, she represented everything that I hated, and Jolisa loved her.
I love everybody.
And I was just like, don't even see that this woman is so toxic for you.
Yeah.
Few months in, though, she found out on her own
because
that the girl was toxic, and they stopped being friends. But sometimes you should listen to Andrena. If you have a friend like me, listen to her, because 9 times out of 10 in your life, she is right.
Yes.
We ain't always right. I'm just saying.
Andrena, the truth.
I read people.
Yes, you do.
Sometimes not.
You do.
Sometimes not very well, but I do it.
No, you're right. So what happened after that?
Is how me and Jolisa met. But what solidified.
Yes.
You don't mind me telling this?
What?
You don't mind? Okay. I just want to make sure you're comfortable with that. I mean, it was a long time ago. We
all go through things.
Everybody goes through things.
This is part of my path. So
I'm just being honest.
Exactly.
I just want to make sure you're comfortable with it, though. Okay.
It's okay.
All right. Cool.
It happens.
I'm gonna have chocolate, guys.
I was, single mother, so.
Exactly. Us single moms gotta stick together.
Yep.
I come from a village.
Exactly.
So I have a village mentality.
Yep.
So what solidified our friendship was one day, Jolisa, I was at work on, I think it's like maybe a Saturday, and this was happening to be a particular Saturday. She had this Saturday off. Finally a Saturday off. She could focus on, she had just moved into a new place to be closer to the job. Wow. She had a crappy ass van at the time, crappy. But she had transportation for her and her babies. Exactly. And she was taking that van from the south side of Chicago all the way to Elgin, Illinois, okay? And if you just Google it, all right? Google map it, because I ain't got time for all that.
It's a long drive.
It's a commute away from your children, your time in the car.
Yes.
If you live in Illinois, you know that every commute goes by hours.
Yeah.
Okay, not minutes, hours.
And I was taking 290, and they're still working on 290, and it's been about 10 years.
And you still, right. On top of, she still had to take her babies to school. So she had moved out there to be closer to the job. That would allow her to spend more time with her babies. All the things that you do, but she hustled to do this and used all of her money.
Yep.
She was we had gotten paid. They messed up her direct deposit. How do you mess up direct deposit when the employee has been working for you for years, banking with you for years?
I think it was a time put in wrong, something with time, I think.
No, they were dumb.
Yeah, I don't know.
We just gonna blame them.
Okay.
It makes me feel better. So she called my phone, which I was not supposed to be answering because I was at my desk, but I didn't care because it was Jalisa's number. Jalisa's not gonna call you at work.
It's okay.
Sorry, it's a habit.
We'll edit
JoJo is not going to call you at work, okay? Because she knows, she respects that time, and plus she knew the rules. We couldn't be getting fired.
Oh yeah, it was very strict.
And so I knew there was something wrong. So I pick up my phone, I answer it at my desk, because I'm a rule breaker. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she's crying, and she says, I need to borrow some money because I can't feed my babies.
Yeah, it took a lot in me to ask, because I don't like asking.
I know, and it's somebody you just met.
Yeah.
Which was even more crazy, right?
Yeah.
I said, sure. How much do you need? She told me how much she needed. I knew that I couldn't give her exactly everything that she needed, but I knew that I could give her a certain amount, and we'll leave it at that. So I went to the ATM because I worked there. We had our ATM. It was very convenient. I took the money out. I gave it to her, and I told her, just take care of what you gotta take care of for your babies, and we'll worry about the rest of it later. Like, whatever, no big deal. I have food in my house for my kid. I have one kid. I know the struggles. I know what it's like not be able to have money to feed your kids sometimes, or to give them something that they need it. And it's hard to go to family because they look down on you, or they always got some slick stuff to say, and it's like, are you gonna help me or no? And then it's like you feel embarrassed. Like it's just like, man, like I'm trying to do all these moves to better myself, right? To just get ahead, and you know, trying to do better for the kids, because they're already judging you anyway. You know, because they already said, oh, that's stupid, you're gonna move all the way out there, you don't know anybody, you're gonna go do, that's dumb, you don't even have reliable transportation, so how are you gonna get to work if your car breaks down? Because I know people that will pick me up on their way to work. Like, she literally lived on my way to work, so it didn't make a difference. Exactly. And so I gave it to her, and I never asked her for it back. When she said she was going to pay it back, she did, with lunch and a rose. And that solidified our friendship. That let me know that that was somebody that I could trust, and also somebody that trusted me. Yes. Because until this very moment, I've never told anybody. I've never told another living soul, because it's none of their business. Exactly. Because, I mean, well, my wife, but that's just telling her about our friendship and who we are, like, just like I'm telling all of you. So it's not the same. Plus, she keeps all my secrets. Yes. And that just let me know, like, that's my friend. Like, that's a person that I can count on. That's a person that I know when she says she's going to do something, she's going to do it. And if she can't do it, she's going to openly communicate with me that she can. Now, this is the question. Go ahead. So you're telling us the moment that we knew that this was it. Right. But did I know about your sexuality? Yeah, you did, actually. Okay. No, you knew before. Okay. Everybody knew. Because that's not something that you just tell everybody. Yes, it is. Okay. I'm making a point. To see whether or not they'll accept it or not. It's not even to see if they will accept it or not. I don't care. Or it's for you. Honestly, it's so that I don't like building false friendships with people, or false relationships, or empty relationships. I like to build meaningful relationships with people. I like to make sure that there's a connection there beyond. I don't know how else to explain that to people. I just can't say a connection beyond. Do you remember the conversation? Because there's a surface connection, and then there's a beyond. Do you remember that conversation? We didn't have a conversation at first, actually. Okay. Because at first I was just like, I got a girlfriend. All right. And that was that. Did you know? And Jaleesa at first was just like, oh. Exactly. Okay. That face, right? And I didn't think anything of it. Yes. Because most people react that way because I have a child. Okay. So it's normal. Okay. I get that all the time because I have a kid. So when did you know, though, about, because at the time in my life, of course, you know, we all have that time where we're trying to find a connection. Right. Learn ourselves, and we usually turn to some kind of religion, because that's what we've been told, you know, especially if you've been brought up. And I went from... Oh, she's a very religious person. Yeah. Well, not anymore. I'm more spiritual now than I was religious, because at the time... And spirituality. Don't edit that out. That's raw footage right there. It can go hand in hand. It can go hand in hand. And it's okay to be religious and spiritual. Yes. And that's who you are. Yes. But... I'm more open. I'm more open. Yes. Mm-hmm. But you still believe in God. Yeah. And you still, so religion. I do believe it still plays a part in your life. There's a higher power. Yes. It's like I just said about friendship. There's the surface of friendship, and then there's the beyond. Yeah. So your religious part of you now is at the beyond. It is. Yes. So, but at the time, I was in a box. Yes. I was she was a crab in a barrel. And I'm not going to say the religion because I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, but... Yeah, no, let's not go there. But I was holy roller, and I look back, and I felt like I was very judgmental, and that... Really? I was judgmental I was homophobic. And crazy part about that is I didn't learn that she was homophobic until like 4 years into our friendship. That's because you showed me... that's crazy.
like
Did you say you were homophobic?
I was.
It never.
Because I always
showed.
told, well, maybe because of the connection we had, you know what I mean? And because I'm such a lovey-dovey person and I believe in love, and to see the purest of love from someone, you know what I mean? It like made me come.
And I didn't try to hit on you.
You didn't make me feel uncomfortable.
I didn't try to like, oh, come over to our side, girl. It's fun over here.
You never put that pressure.
I want to tell y'all right now, it's no fun. Don't come. We don't want you.
No, but it wasn't like the pressure of that you hear or I felt before.
Because some people do that.
Yes.
Because some people do. Okay, so let's get into that. While still talking about us, but let's get into that.
Yeah.
Part of the LGBT community that I do not like, and yes, I know I didn't say T, you, y'all get it. Y'all know who y'all are. We know who we are. Let's not. We don't need semantics today, okay, people? Let's not do that. But the one thing that I don't like is those people that prey on heterosexual people. It's a sport to them.
Yes.
It's fun.
It is.
You can't build a connection with someone when you're just trying to bring them to your side. You have an agenda. So everybody thinks that we all have an agenda. No,
because it happens to me before.
It's personal. People personally do that. When I take my straight friends anywhere with me, that's my girlfriend. And now that me and my wife are together, we take our straight friends anywhere with us, that's our girlfriend. She belongs to us. Don't touch her. Because it makes our friends uncomfortable. We never want our friends to be uncomfortable. Because we want them to come out and to see that we have fun.
Yeah.
It's a great community.
You're showing exactly, not that other
side. Show it the right way, but when you try to force something on somebody that they don't want, that's almost like rape.
Boom.
It's almost equivalent to that, because now you're trying to force somebody into something that they don't want.
It's like a game.
It's not really consensual that way. There's nothing real about that. And I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash because of what I just said, but I can say that I've been raped. I get it. When somebody tries to take something from you or force you to be something that you are not, it's just like rape. It's like taking away someone's choices. Because you want them to be your choice. You want to control the narrative. You want to say, oh, I got that. Oh, that's my prize cow over there. I got that. Honey, this ain't the fair. We ain't bring home prize cows, pigs, and chickens. These are human beings, people with feelings. And you're damaging a community of great people.
Exactly. And that's why.
And it's making people like you, for example, very homophobic. Because you feel like, oh.
But my thing was religious, because it's against it was. Okay, I'm not even gonna say all of it because I don't want to.
Because people feel that it is against the Bible. Because that's what you're taught.
Boom.
I was taught the same
condition. Yep. So because of that, and me trying to find myself in my path and try to find the right way, because I felt like this wasn't working. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try this. So this is where I'm at now, in the space I'm at now. It's working for me.
And that's good.
I'm more open. I feel more comfortable with myself. I feel, you know what I mean? I'm more accepting. It's just, I'm still searching myself though. I'm still learning myself and studying myself.
Everybody is.
But
life is a constant evolution.
But you showed me that love ultimately is love. And it showed with the growing of our friendship. We don't have to be around each other all the time or talk to each other all the time, but we always leave off where we we always continue where we left off at. So you really helped me. You and another couple helped me. It was crazy because I was like, all of a sudden I was like surrounded by it in a way. You know what I mean?
It was like
all these lesbians.
Woke up one day and all your friends were lesbians.
No, No, but I really think it was like the lesson that I have to learn from it,
Excuse me.
Like, I'm a great person, so why am I closing myself off to other great, amazing people because of something that I was taught in the book? So,
absolutely, no, you're 100% correct. And the crazy part about it is that so many people do that. But let's rewind a little bit. So when I found out that she was homophobic, I laughed at her. I laughed in her face.
Like,
because I thought she was lying.
No, it was.
I was like, whatever, Jalisa or JoJo. I was like, whatever, whatever, girl. I don't believe you, whatever. And then she was like, no, seriously. I'm like, but why? Because I couldn't understand it at the time, just because we had been friends for so long.
Yes.
That it was just like,
where did you even have time to think
then
that?
on top of that, you had introduced me to another person that we are no longer friends with.
But what? Yeah.
Equally.
Both of them.
But
we had two. Well, one.
Well, the one that you had first introduced me to originally, and so
she was bisexual. She is bisexual.
She is questionable.
Okay.
Oh, we won't go there.
No, we won't.
Anyway, and so when she introduced me to her, I'm like, well, I mean, you have her as a friend, and then you have me as a friend. But I always noticed, and I didn't think about it, and because like I have a few straight friends that won't go to Pride, they won't go to gay bars. It's just they're not comfortable with it. But I know that about them because I've asked them to do stuff with me. So I don't ask them to do things with me anymore because I know that that's who they are. That's just whatever. You know, they're okay with being around me and my wife and a few friends, and that's fine. But in a huge setting, they're not comfortable, and that's fine. That's perfectly okay. And it still didn't dawn on me when she wouldn't go to Pride with us. She wouldn't go to any like bars with us or any clubs with us. And I was just like, dude, I go to these salsa clubs. I can't salsa.
But I did go to Boys Town with, you know.
Yeah.
And
that wasn't with me, so you didn't really have a good time.
I did though.
I'm just teasing.
It was like a show, a drag show. It was fun.
Yes, that's something I'll tell you about that later.
We have to do. Yes.
It's something I'm doing birthday month, but I'll tell you about it later. But so like it never hit me because I have friends, I had family members that would always say to me like, I'm not comfortable doing that, and I would be like, okay, no big deal.
And you never exactly, and you never made me. You never used that against me. You never like, because my other friend totally used it against me.
That's dumb.
She said she couldn't be completely herself, so it was like our friendship didn't continue because of certain things.
Here's the thing. Friendships have their limitations.
Okay.
They're not conditional. They should not be conditional.
Boom. Ooh, that's what any relationship.
Right.
Any shit.
Your friends should have your unconditional love, and you should have their unconditional love if it's a real friendship.
Yes.
But friendship also has its limitations. There are things about me that none of you will ever know, but my wife knows. Because they're intimate, they're personal.
Yes.
That's a side of me that I chose to save for that one person.
Yes.
There are things that I share with my sisters that my wife will never know about.
Exactly,
there are things I share with you that no one will ever know about because friendships have their limits. And there are parts of you that are not going to mesh with your friends, and that is fine. That's what makes it a beautiful friendship.
Exactly.
That's what leaves that secrecy. And then when you find out something about your friend, you're like, oh, I didn't like you. I would have never. Had you never ever told me, it never became an issue. But like, had you never told me, I would have never known that. I would have probably still trying to like ask you and try to convince you to like just come out with me. I promise I'll keep you safe. You know how I am.
I just think the vibe when we like clicked.
Yeah.
Was, to me, I felt like it's greater than.
It's beyond.
Than anything than what I was taught.
Yeah, because it's beyond.
Because I tell myself like, because not only you, but the other couple too helped me when I needed, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just made sense. Like, Jolie, why are you're closing yourself off from great people.
Right.
That are here and they're helping you without even asking for anything in return. How dare you?
And not making you feel that who you are is a problem.
Boom. You just said
for me to be who I am.
And I can be who I am around you.
Because for her to say to you, it's causing me to limit who I am in our friendship. How? That's personal. That's something within yourself, herself, that she needs to work on.
Yes.
Because there's no way that you could ever make me feel like I'm limiting myself from you. I can't come and talk to you about it, because I've talked to you about every relationship I've ever had since we've been friends, including the one that I was in that almost killed me. Not that the person almost killed me, but the breakup.
Yes.
You remember what I went through
Yes.
with that breakup.
Yes. I think you've seen all my breakups.
Yeah.
You've seen all my breakups.
But I can still come to you and say, this girl broke my heart. This girl hurt me. This girl cheated on me. This girl did X, Y, Z to me. And you never once said to me, well, maybe you should start back dating men again.
No.
You said, well, girl, I can see they just like men, huh? And I said, yes. Some of them completely
People are going to do what they want to do regardless.
Right. Absolutely 100%.
Yeah. They're going to do whatever they want to do for themselves.
So there's limits to friendship. There's limitations because there's things that you should keep for you.
Yeah.
And there's things that you should have. My relationship with you is one way.
Yeah.
When I'm with my other friends, it's another way.
Yeah.
When you're with the different people in your life, you're a different person, because each and every last one of those people are part of you. So coming out to you was easy, because that's like I said, I say it to everybody because I need to know up front, I don't want a false relationship. I don't want somebody to like me and then find out something about me that they don't particularly agree with, and then completely stop liking me. Yeah. Because I'm not a bad person. Yeah. I got a bad attitude, but I'm not a bad person.
No, your growth is like the bomb, girl.
Oh, thank you. But
your path,
so
definitely.
It was super easy.
How about both of our growth?
Keep being friends with you. Yeah. I was getting to that part next. It was super easy to keep being friends with you because it became about our kids,
family,
our struggles as single parents, single mothers, getting together for birthday parties, coming together to make our Christmas tradition we just started, coming together to make meals together to feed our children. Like, we wanted to hang out, we didn't have money to go out, but we came together. And we created meals together, and we created fun times, and we created dance parties and just stupid stuff. It was that.
Great memories.
So there's no way that the other part of me, it was just part of me.
Yep.
And you started to see that. You started to see that that's just a part of who we are. That's our sexuality. That's how we identify. That's our preference.
That's beautiful.
That's what we want differently from what you want.
Yes.
And then you grew up.
Yeah.
And you realize that I'm being taught these things over here, but these are human beings.
Boom.
Just like my 90-something-year-old grandmother. Very, very, very religious woman, okay? Mother in the church.
Amen.
She was at my wedding.
Yes, she was.
And she was in pink
all
like I asked.
All the other events too.
Yep, she had her little thing that we made her. She wore it. She was there proudly.
That's right.
Because even for her, back in her time, think about how it was to be gay or lesbian. My grandmother is 93 years old.
Wow.
Think about how it was in her time for that.
Yeah.
Think about how far that she grew and came from her granddaughter.
So she said, this is my granddaughter.
From meeting my now wife as just my friend. And loving her, just getting to know who she was as a person. It made everything easier for us. Same thing with you. Getting to know me as a person, getting to know us as a person, it just made you more comfortable. And it made you okay with letting your friends and the people around you be who they are, because they're letting you be who you are.
Yes.
And that's how you grew. Yeah. And I think that's what brought you out of your homophobia.
Yeah.
Because you could love us and still be homophobic. There are people who love their gay and lesbian family members and friends, but they are super homophobic. It blows me, but it's the truth.
It's the truth, yeah.
So you could still be like, well, these are my gay people, but those gay people, like, I don't want those people over there, like, But now you're like, oh, whatever. It is what it is. You're open. Your heart is open. Your mind is open. You freed yourself.
Yes.
From other people's ways of thinking, and you started to think for you.
Yeah. And that's
because
part
a long time ago you did. We wanted somebody to be proud of us for what we had accomplished. what we were doing, taking care of our kids, handling our business, working a good job for a good company, good benefits, you know, 401k plan, all these things that people can tell you that you need to have in life to be successful. We were doing that. And we wanted people in our life around us to love us and accept us and stop looking at us and judging us because we had kids earlier, because, you know, we didn't get married, we didn't do it your way, we didn't do this, we didn't do that. And it was a lot of that thinking. So we weren't thinking about what was best for us. We were thinking about what was best for someone else, what they thought was best for us. I know it probably sounded really backwards and crazy how I just said that, but you guys get it.
No, but it's the way of how they put
the
society
ideal
of that we're supposed to do things this order with this, you know, this person, this type, you know,
right,
do these things, and we're here like, okay, but it just didn't feel, it didn't feel authentic. It didn't
feel good.
No, because I felt like I kept searching. And the one thing I've learned now, everything that I've ever wanted, I have it already.
Mm-hmm.
I find it's within.
Absolutely, 100%.
And you have to trust yourself.
100%.
You have to love yourself.
And you have to be okay with walking away from people who no longer share your beliefs or your outlooks, or that you don't no longer share their beliefs.
I'm still learning that, because
we all are. It's a learning process
because
every
I love
day.
giving people the benefit of the doubt.
Yes, and sometimes you can't.
Yes, you're
sometimes
right.
You just gotta see the red flags and chunk them to deuce.
Exactly. So what would you say is your definition of friendship?
Love.
Wow, that's my favorite word. You know that, right?
Love is just friendship on fire. That's it. That's all.
What's your nickname for me?
Firecracker.
That's so funny.
100%.
I see. This went full circle with that. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And then friendship
she's crazy.
Is, yes,
by the way.
But hey, what did we just say? That's that good crazy.
Yes. The only kind of crazy I need in my life. But yeah, that's it.
That's beautiful.
That's it.
Was there anything else you wanted to add and with message?
Just let people grow.
Boom.
Let people be who they're going to be, because you can't stop it. No. Because we're all changing every day. Life is
what happens
changing.
if you're stagnant? When we were just talking about another friend of yours, what happens? Chaos.
People don't want
right?
to be around you.
Right? It's like chaos.
You start losing people, and you start losing yourself.
And you have no choice but to.
And then you end up lonely.
No, but then you have no choice.
Sometimes you don't have it. You have a choice.
Well,
you always have a choice to either reflect on yourself, change and grow, and see where the common denominator is at. That it's you're the problem.
Yes.
Or
you can stay stagnant. And the solution, though.
Exactly. You can either grow, or you can stay stagnant.
I love you, Cookie.
I love you too. If you want to have healthy relationships in your life, you need to evolve, and you need to be okay with the people around you changing and evolving into who they're becoming, and you need to start to get to know them where they are, and allow them to get to know you where you are, so that you can grow together or grow apart.
Yes.
But either way, it's healthy growth.
It is, and you're right, don't be intimidated by
at all.
That's because you're on your path and I'm on my path. Mm-hmm. So why do I call you Cookie?
Jesus Christ. Because I had a shirt on one day.
And it just stuck.
And it had Cookie Monster on the front of it.
And it just stuck.
And her kids were like, hey, Cookie. And then I've been Cookie ever since.
That was a great weekend.
That was a great weekend.
We had a lot of fun. That was I was like, that was 2010, I think.
Oh my God, yes, because you were living in that apartment.
Yeah, it was like 10 years ago.
And it was me, you, and the kids. It was just me, you, and the kids. I think a couple other people were there. We barbecued, and
it was a lot of fun.
You made some Puerto Rican rice.
Let's talk about your business a little bit before we.
Okay, well.
So, let's plug your business real quick. So now that we're free and
you can check out my website. It's www.andrenas www. No.
I'll add it on the link. I'll add a link under.
It is, but it is iCandyDivaJewelry.com. I sell paparazzi. Yes, it's multi-level marketing, and I love it. And I'm a crazy jewelry lady. No, I'm not. I am a crazy jewelry lady though, because I obviously.
But you make it so much
accessories.
fun. You make it
Thank you.
fun.
I try.
It's really fun. It's some of the beautiful jewelry.
Thank
So
you.
where you're at right now, how is that with your business? How does it feel with your growth and your path? How does it feel? You feel more. You feel. I mean, don't get me wrong.
According to now, and almost 3 years ago when I started, I've learned a lot about myself. I learned that I didn't have patience.
I'm still working
on that though. I'm getting better.
That's my
I learned that you cannot be upset when your family members or friends don't support your business, because it's not that they don't support you. It's not that they don't support you, but understand that everybody does not see your vision.
Wow.
You have to remember that it is your vision, and you have to continue to see that vision and what you set forth for that vision. And you have to see the bigger picture. People can't always see your picture.
That's right.
Sometimes it's blurry to them.
Yeah.
Because they need glasses.
Yeah.
And they're not looking through the same glasses that you're looking in, so they don't see it.
Mine is always rose colored, by the way.
Man, eventually
I need to take them focus off.
eventually they will start to see the vision. And the support may come slowly, but you have to remember that it's not always about those people supporting you. It's about the genuine love and support that you give to yourself, the passion that you have behind doing what you set forth to do, and the drive. And the support will come, because I get so many inboxes now from people telling me how much they enjoy my show, how fun it was. You know, I send random people free jewelry just because.
Yeah, I have so much fun
because
watching
I feel
it.
like as adults we get so much sad mail, aka bills.
Yep.
Every once in a while you want to open up something surprise, a happy mail, you know. I learned that wealth comes in all shapes and forms. So
that's dope.
When you give out your business card, when you give out a sample, in my case it's a free piece of jewelry, when you give out those different things, they may not be a returning customer. They may not ever buy anything from you ever. However, you just put a smile on somebody's face. You just gave somebody a birthday present for somebody else because they probably didn't have money to buy somebody a birthday present, and now they have this something that's brand new that they can give that person. You form relationships. I have friends from all walks of life now. I have women that call me their daughter. It's beautiful.
Your tribe, girl. You have your tribe.
My tribe is tight.
My soul
I love
tribe.
my tribe.
Yep.
My divas are everything.
Yep.
It taught me that it's okay not to have immediate success, because failures are success.
Yep.
You succeeded at failing so that you can get up and do it differently.
Yep.
Maybe take some of those things that happen in the failure and twerk them, revamp them, try something new, try something different. Be coachable. If there's one thing that I can tell anybody that wants to start a business or anything like that, is a leader must also be able to follow.
Boom.
If you cannot follow, you cannot lead anyone, anywhere.
Yep.
That's something that I learned. That I had to be okay with following sometimes.
Yes.
Because there's something I didn't know that someone else can teach me. And I've learned so much from being in business and being a part of this company. And it's helped me be very accepting of other people.
Yes.
It's helped me to be a little bit more compassionate towards people.
Awesome.
But also to put my foot down and be okay with saying no.
That's right.
I won't compromise my policies. No, I will not compromise my integrity for you. No, I will not do this or that.
Beautiful.
Not doing
the balance. That's that balance, girl.
So it taught me how to voice my no.
That's awesome.
You need to be able to do that in business. You need to be able to be okay with, you don't want my prices? Fine, go to somebody else, because I'm not changing my prices for you.
Girl, I
need to have a living wage. I created a business for myself so I can have a living wage. But please know that that person that you just see for 20 minutes on the live, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, understand that they prepped all of their merchandise.
Yep.
Their hair, their makeup, their clothing, their jewelry, whatever. They prepped their merchandise. They've taken the time to look presentable for you.
Time equals life, remember?
Exactly.
Time equals life.
100%.
And if I give you my time, I'm giving you some of my life.
I'm giving you some of my life, absolutely. People need to know that there's things that go on in the background in production. That's something that I learned. I didn't know. I thought people just get up and go on Facebook Live and do their thing. No, it's work.
I know I do. I be looking jacked.
If
I do a video, I'm like, oh, hey guys, like, did you just roll out of bed? Yes, the fuck I did.
You're so silly. But like, it's work. And sometimes I'll go live and be authentically me, like no makeup, hair not crazy, but in a bun or a ponytail or something, you know. It's just that you got to remember what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. And if you don't put your love into it, you're not going to get any love out of it.
That's life.
If you don't water the seed, it's not going to grow.
Wow.
Just because you tell somebody that you're doing something, they don't care. 15 other people are doing what you're doing. There are seafood boils popping up everywhere.
Oh yeah.
15 other people are doing what you're doing, but what are you doing that's unique?
Yep.
What are you doing that's different? What is making you stand out? And branding and self-branding, especially if you do like me and you represent another company as an independent contractor, self-branding is everything. Let me give you an example. So Paparazzi now has a men's line, and they had like uniquely urban, but now they have a line where they're gearing more towards men's jewelry, necklaces, bracelets, rings. Basically most of the same thing that we have as women, they would have, I guess, minus earrings. And one of my customers' husband was listening to me on a live. I showed all the women's jewelry. I saved the men's jewelry for last. But not because I didn't care about it, but just because it was something new I was introducing, and I have a flow every time. I have a setup and a flow, and I go. And I was describing the jewelry, and I was, doing my thing as usual, nothing big. Explaining to him how it's a man's piece versus a woman's piece. And the next day, his wife, who is my friend, who shops with me when my customers watch my live, she says, I just wanted to tell you that, I'm paraphrasing because I'm not using exact words, but she's like, my husband was highly impressed with you. He said that you really were really great. He said for a company that focuses mainly on women's jewelry, you did an amazing job making the men's line stand out.
You're hilarious, by the way. You make it fun. You make it exciting. I'm engaged every single time.
Thank you.
Watching you.
But
even if I'm cleaning and listening to you, it's enjoyable.
Oh my God, thanks. But to hear that,
yes,
from the husband,
you're doing
who doesn't shop with me,
out of love.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to hear him say, you made that stand out just as much in a company that's mainly focused on women's jewelry. You made that stand out. You made it clear that this is this and that's that, and you still described it and was just as excited about it as you were about the rest of it, because that's what you have to do. You have to remember that, again, I'll say it again, everybody is not going to see your vision, and sometimes you have to have tunnel vision. And not going out with your friends all the time and not doing this and not doing that, the sacrifices that you make, people aren't going to understand those sacrifices, but it'll all make sense in the end. And you have to be okay with them not. You have to be okay with the fact that some people are going to step away from you and walk out of your life, and don't go and say it's because of jealousy. It's because they don't understand,
and that's okay,
and they refuse to gain an understanding,
and that's okay,
and that is all right. And they may say that you've changed, because you have. because you're growing wealth for yourself and your family.
It's the best feeling, isn't it?
And you have to focus on number one sometimes.
And it feels good, right?
It does.
It's the best
I've made it a
feeling in the
point
world.
in 2020. My year is recovery.
Bam.
I lost so much in 2018. 2019 was horrible for me. 2020 was my year to come back.
Your vision, 2020,
And
your vision.
I have tunnel vision with everything. There's nothing that I can't see myself not doing, because failure is no longer the option.
Okay, I know that's right.
Succeeding and failing is fine, but just failing and taking it, no. Everything that I lost, I'm taking back this year.
You're gonna gain,
And that is what I try to emphasize to everybody. I tell my people before I leave, so this time I'm gonna leave you guys. Unless Jaleesa has another question for me.
Nope.
This time I'm gonna leave you guys. If they won't open the door, kick the damn thing in.
Beautiful.
Make your own way.
Blank, period.
Just.
That's right. So you guys, we're gonna add all her information, Andrena's information, to her business underneath. I'll add the link. I love you, Cookie.
I love you too.
Yes.
My little firecracker. I'm proud of you, by the way.
Uh-oh. You guys want to cry? I knew she was going to try to make me cry.
Oh, she better not cry. She messed up my makeup. I got stuff to do today.
I'm proud of you.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Because people have no idea.
Yeah.
People have no idea.
The growth.
From living next to a garbage can factory, literally. Because that's not the name of it, but that's what we named it, the garbage can factory.
She's bogus for that.
You literally thought you were
talking about the south side, y'all.
Outside of a garbage can. No, I'm just talking about this garbage can factory, not the whole south side. No, don't get it twisted. That's my kicking spot. But from that to taking your children into a beautiful home.
Yeah.
And doing it by yourself.
Yes.
Because you walked.
Yeah.
And you crawled.
Yep.
Before you took off running.
Yep. And I'm still. Okay, I'm running.
Now you're running.
I'm kicking that door down.
That's right. They won't open the damn door. Kick the damn thing in.
Yeah, that's right. I love you.
Forget about knocking. Just kick it in. Police do it all the time. Why not?
I love you.
I love you too, boo.
All right, guys. This is Jolie with One's Love Path. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. All right, guys. Peace, love, and light. Talk to you later. And hair grease. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Say bye, Andrena.
Bye.